It's game time. Oke, kalau gitu berarti sekarang kita akan melanjutkan Noire ya guys ya. Oke, yuk. Oke. Kasus dari sudah mau berakhir. Disinilah semuanya akan terungkap. Tata shinjutsu na itsu no mizoku, itame watona, surama tensai, soronawa, metante, Batman. Oke, betul sekali guys. Namanya adalah Batman, the greatest detective. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Noire lah ya. Hal ini kekinian ya guys ya. Saya akan tekan menghantam semua case pik gitu, ya kan? Macem sama gua, enggak? Cecil stalking murder kemana dia guys ya? Bentar lo guys. Ada di sini. Market.
You drive. Yeah. Go over the case notes. Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here.
Michael. Susah guys. Ya ketemu detektif Rabu itu susah. Lah, kok belum buka? Nah lu. Oh iya. Bukan sini dulu ya guys ya. Lupa gua. Buka Eldodoro Bar guys ya.
Can you drive to this one? You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No.
Kita coba ke Eldorado Bar guys.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk. I got a call back for that universal chorus line.
Udah. Arti tinggal ke Central Police Station ya.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ada. Tunggu kau.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with anchor.
Okay. Oh, downstairs ya.
bust in there and find the goddamn...
Sama
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
tungguin di bawah katanya ya.
He was in the bathtub, and they'd taken one of his fingers.
Sini kok. Hah? Do not put it here, man. Oh. Pegangnya gini. Nah.
This information is confidential and never seen before.
The new letter was left in the back seat of the cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
Lihat ya, cara The Greatest Detective bekerja, lihat guys.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
And then lo, you've changed
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
my mind. You would not give a square deal. Di teks, oke. FU lah pokoknya ya.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Lihat ya, lihat.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Greatest Detective bekerja, lihat.
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Betul.
The Dahlia guy believes.
Prometheus kalau lo tahu yang di itu ya.
One thing for sure is that he's
Yunani.
educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
We can, we will. Angel Maldonado, Angel Maldonado, ya. Kamu telah melakukan sebuah kesalahan yang fatal pada polisi. Itu menyerang saya, police officer ya. Mana dia, sekampret. Sini. Nih guys ya.
Proved your attitude,
Lihat.
Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
It's alibi, bitch.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Okay. First
You and your wife weren't
proceedings.
getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Lie again.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Oh yeah? Explain this.
You should set a date. We were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Okay.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question.
Benar semua.
Do the words
Greatest detective.
blood
Susah.
mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
He was in the bathtub, and they'd taken one of his fingers.
Sudah kau.
Took strips off me at the grand jury.
Salah gua.
Got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Visions. El Dorado bartender.
You can drive.
Ada yang nyetir bercepat. Lihat lagi saya tidak akan meleset lagi karena saya adalah the greatest detective. Look and see man. Sini guys. Udah di interview belum ya? Udah. Oke. Kita nggak berusin lagi. Udah di interview berarti. Gak ada yang bisa kita interact di sini. No. Bisa kita interact guys.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs.
Just picked fruit market.
Just picked fruit market. That's where Antonia went to call for a cab last night.
Oh yeah.
Itu aman ya? Ini cookies. Nanti besok jualan.
Mana coba?
Soalnya kalau aku jual cookies ini semua hasilnya jadi pajak aku.
Bagus lah. Just pick fruit market sekarang ya. Baru sudah.
You're behind the wheel. What's your read on Maldonado?
Okay. Just pick fruit market. Dale. Ada siapa di belakang counter? Ya, siapa sih? Oh itu loh.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic.
She came by last night. Why do you ask?
Mari kita lihat.
Was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
So guys. Masuk ya.
What now?
This kid sells bananas for a living. Who's he got to hide? Search for helps.
Why ya kamu? You're hiding something? Let's go. See why. Ya bu, beli buah bu. Ya, lanjut ya bu. Ya oke. Good to know. Good to know ya.
Just don't know how to dance.
Ode, habis jualan cookies itu kita ke Fun City.
Oke.
Aku mau beli tempat, aku mau ngegrind supaya dapat beli tempat.
Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
It's grinding time.
Oh nih, just Bigfoot Market.
Oke, aku akan bermain. What?
Okay.
What?
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Lupa gua. Berapa nih ya? Bagus. Oh. 253. Oh. Ephesians, wives, submit to your husband as the Lord, for the husband is head of the wife, and Christ is the head of the church, his body, which is his Savior. It's like the one in Barbara's house. Son of a bitch. Ya ma? Bentar guys. Sebentar. Gue dipanggil. Sebentar, tunggu. Ya ma?
Everybody wants you. Everybody wants you. Everybody wants you. Also, the second. Miss my darling. Everybody. Go, kill him. It's my whole desire. Up into the world. And calling everybody wants you. You just kill him. Hit his balls. That's the greatest that pizza is the pizza, yeah, you win. Dia utang dewasa. Aku makan hei. Dia lihat. Semoga. Mata gue tidur. Di mana? Di bawah meja. Ya. Jadi bilang jangan sentuhin itu patakol. Enggak, aku makan Henny. Tadi Henny sentuhin hitung Roni. Begini. Katanya aku bikin ke Batagor. Bilang jangan pegang itu Ya, pegang itu. Ya. Also the third.
Sebentar. Nah, itu King Kingdom Hearts yang suaraku harus nyambung. Keduanya jangan gue kasih tahu. Yang Chainsaw Memories. Yang mana, Pak? Lupa. Halo, Jack. Yang senggol ya. Awas.
Senggol tuh.
Kena kau bajingan.
Senggol tuh.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Fucking
Already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war. This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
bangsat lari deh.
Damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Mana lo ha? Gua kejar godok udak, tunggu lo ya.
Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Tunggu lo ya.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Mana lo ha? Tembak cepetan. Tabrak deh.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Mana lo sekarang, ha? Dapat nama gue ya, kambing. Dapat nama gue kali ini. Macem lo.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Mati ya sama gue.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and in this city that goes unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, they'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Given the size of Constance, it was wonder if you didn't catch him red-handed at the El Dorado. Orang tuh dijago susah. Ya. Susah.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
You look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail? Skip with the shadow leading the show.
Who the fuck is a shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the shadow of death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette. Suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that jab-loving son of a bitch? Bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
White susling. Kamu lagi gue sentuh ML anjing. Trauma deh.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another friend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain.
No.
Now, the fresh business.
Semoga game sih pick up comeback bisa dimainin. Semoga aja.
The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
susah.
What do you
Ya.
say, Constance?
Orang kalau udah the greatest tuh udah susah. Lu cuma bisa ngeregister di web dong, gila. Web. Woi web.
I was door knocking all morning, but I got a make on the car in the end.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
I don't have any clue. Bukan lu the greatest. Aku ngaku lu. Dia belum lihat tadi gue bener semua.
You can drive.
Kalau udah hebat susah, Pak. Salahnya, Pak. The greatest, ya kan? Saya belajar dari Haji Mekindaichi, Pak. Ya.
Bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town.
Almost got it.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
Ayo saya juga di awal-awal ini. Gak usah ngaku. Apa-apa.
Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Soal di awal bener deh. Yang penting ngentoy kata. Yang penting the greatest. Gak ada. Gua gak akan salah lagi. Mulai dari sini, lihat.
Detectives, Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Scene secure. The rest of the phone are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses. Thanks. Will do, detective.
I think that's the impression the boys from the took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
The greatest ngentoy gitu. Yang bilang dia balik dari enggak. Bukan. Dia suslaying ya tadi ya.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire cracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again. Time of death. From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night. Usual head injuries. Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one. At least she was left clothed.
Yep.
I doubt very
At
much
least.
she's concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Guess she's not married. Dicekek semua ya Allah. Harus buat lo nyekek orang.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Tidak ada yang bisa kita cek di situ. Dah, oke. Apa nih? Jejak kaki.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Diangkat berarti perempuan ini. Tire marks. Keke oi. Mungkin Black Devil ya kemarin. Ya at least ini pakai baju lah pak. Buruk amat lah. Itu dong, yang panjangin mulu, dasar pervertes. The fuck is that? Ini cekek gitu. Talinya gede banget pak masalahnya pak.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LA.
PD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Suspicious
Did you
person.
see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but
Entoy lah emang. The Greatest Detective tuh Sherlock doang. Salah lu berarti.
Do you have a
The
description?
Greatest Detective itu Kineji, Udo, Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes, gua Batman, gitu.
Any idea where we might
Sherlock
find
Holmes.
one of the hobo camps around here.
Kamu tau gak detektif di Jepang tuh bisa jadi ninja? Hah? Serius lu? Bener, lihat.
Of course, anything I can do to help.
Susah kalau orang udah jago, susah.
Ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Iya nih jadi dunia sekarang tuh nomornya banyak. Oh keren berarti ya. Oke. Gua baru mau nelfon Suwe. Gila, detektif lah, polisi lah.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
Tapi ninja udah nggak ada lagi langsung aja.
Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West First Street.
Jangan kedua, jadi samaran ninja sekarang. Oi.
Just a moment, detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thank you.
Habis lah sudah. Siapapun ini akan gue tangkep ya. Ingat kata Conan, ya kan? Tata shinjutsu na itsu no minuku, itame wato na sunama tensai. Sunawa tante Batman.
Where exactly are we going? No message.
Excuse
Ini itu sama-sama bandit.
Where?
Lo tau Sly Cooper gak? Sly Cooper siapa ya?
This one did.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy as what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Kasihnya dulu guys. Cara aku yang menjadi the greatest thief. Tapi the greatest thief bukannya itu ya? Coba siapa namanya? Lupin itulah namanya. Lupin itulah. Wah itulah namanya. Gua gak terlalu peduli amat. Itu pernah collab sama Conan tuh, Lupin. Kampret.
Change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD, were investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Maksud gua yang berasal dari keluarga pencuri.
Take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Terus.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Turun-temurun keluarganya setelah itu pencuri terhebat. Emang bos aja susah nangkep kayak itu ya? Ya sebenarnya kayak
Mrs. T. Terrell,
itu kid.
43 Emerald Street, West.
Thank you, Pak. Coba kita
You know the way. You can drive.
tapi gini, kayaknya mencuri dari pencuri lain. Hah? Maksudnya?
I I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Lagi matang
Please,
sisanya
for once, can you not let your assumptions color your
bisa
detective?
mobil. Yen.
Nordic types
Udah
show
mati
a
kucing.
particular disposition for this.
Enggak. Dikit lagi. Oh,
Ntar kita siapin Resident Evil kita ya. Pakai Infinite Ammo, gue udah tamat.
itu FIFA mobil.
Real Man pakai Infinite Ammo ya nggak? Resident Evil 5.
Apa itu?
Karena yang pencuri lain tuh dia curi balik. Brotherhood.
FIFA.
Assalamualaikum.
Bisa udah matang. Belum, dikit lagi.
Detectives Phelps and Darry. Is your wife home?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Tapi ada yang berharga daripada emas ataupun uang yang dicuri. Apa tuh? Gue keluarga kooperatifis, raccoons.
Aduh, kamu berlengket.
Ntar lagi kan
Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Ya, aku bisa makan habis tidur.
It's gonna be all right, sweetie.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Balance bar.
She was a regular.
Nice. Balance bar. Jangan mati dong, please. Ini buku catatan nenek moyang Sly. Ada ninja, ada outlaw, ada ksatria. Sudah, tapi ini kemudian kenapa belum di remaster gitu? Mungkin belum waktunya, Pak ya, Mr. Pon.
Operator, give me our...
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
Tunggu kau ya. Kita lihat apa yang kau sembunyikan di sini ya, Sontoloyo. I will check everything.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Kalau gue dari tuh game, asli bahkan lebih lama dari Kingdom Hearts yang baru aja di record.